Hi, it's me, and today we're going to talk about my being on the dating apps. And I joined a couple because, people no longer talk to each other. Everyone just swipes right, and then their person that they find the most tolerable just drops down from the sky. But nobody talks to, the guy at their coffee shop or the guy at the gym anymore, because then they'd risk not keeping up with their Instagram or their Snapchat, or not being able to, post that selfie of themselves if they actually talk. So nobody talks to anybody anymore. So our only option is to go on an app if we don't want to end up like a cat lady or something, or having to use an escort service. So I'm on these apps, and then, one thing is people are like, oh, I gotta have a full body shot of you. I'm like, what do you want, an x-ray of me? What do you need? It's like, I'm just auditioning to go for coffee with you for an hour. I'm not exactly auditioning for an astronaut. You don't have to know my exact height and weight. It's like, what? It's too risky. Spending an hour with somebody for coffee and not knowing whether they're built like a Barbie doll or built like Roseanne Barr. Oh no, that's too risky. Their fatness might be contagious. They might undo my diet extreme, or they might inflict their full fat latte or frappuccino on me while there. That's too risky. I've got to know Barbie doll, Roseanne Barr, before I'm at the coffee shop. And it's like, the other question I hear, it's like, do you live alone or with roommates? And I'm like, what's it to you? What's it to you? Is it because you're like afraid that like my roommates are like gonna evaluate our sex and be like, oh, how loud was he? Is he worth it or not? How happy did she seem? Or are you afraid that like we're gonna have to have an orgy or something, and you're like, oh, well, is she really worth it for an orgy? Or are you like, well, if she dumps me, can I get with her roommates? I mean, really, what's it to you? So, I don't know what the deal is. I really don't know anymore. And the other thing is, people have to go for drinks, and is like, what is it that, like, you're not going to have the guts to have confidence in your mood unless you're drunk. If otherwise you're just going to shrivel up and have to hide in the bathroom or something, if you're like, if you're, not drunk. I mean, what's the deal here? Like, people need to be drunk to be able to, like, make conversation or something? Because everyone's like, oh, we gotta get drinks. Or is it like, let's get her drunk so I can bring her back to my place and kill her with the anal or something? Like, what is their deal? And it's like, what's another weird question? I mean, that seems to be it. People just want to know, like, where do you live? I gotta stalk you down. Are you stalkable or not? Can I get the skinny on you before meeting you? Let me see that you're not truly a grandmother or something, or a 12-year-old before I go out with you. I can't risk that. Again, an hour of coffee just could kill me, I guess. If anyone, an hour of coffee, that's gonna traumatize me for life. So if anyone has any thoughts, post here.